Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you one simple question. Have you ever felt tired of trying, but still not reaching success? Maybe you've worked hard day after day. You set goals. You make plans. You wake up early. You push yourself. You even sacrifice things you love, and yet, somehow, the results never come. You feel stuck. You feel frustrated. You wonder if all your effort is wasted. You ask yourself, am I doing something wrong? Am I not capable? Let me tell you something important. You are not alone. Every person who has ever achieved something great has felt exactly like you feel right now. Every single one of them has faced failure, disappointment, and moments when giving up seemed like the easiest choice. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not magic. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's something much simpler and much more powerful. The truth is, struggle is part of the journey. Struggle is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. It is the training ground where patience, persistence, and strength are built. The challenges you face today are not punishments. They are lessons. They are stepping stones. And if you learn to move through them, one small step at a time, you will get closer to success than you ever imagined. Success is not sudden. It is not a one-time event. It comes quietly, day by day, through small actions that may feel invisible but add up over time. Every failure, every mistake, every almost is shaping you, teaching you, and preparing you for the moment when all your effort finally pays off. So if you are tired, frustrated, or lost right now, stay with me. By the end of this video, you will see how struggle slowly, step by step, turns into real success. Not in stories, not in movies, but in real life, and in simple English that you can understand and use. This is the beginning of your journey. Let's start. Chapter 1. The real meaning of struggle. Welcome to Chapter 1. Today, we are going to talk about something very important: struggle. Many people feel that struggle is a sign of failure. But what if I told you that struggle is actually a sign that you are growing? That every time you feel stuck, frustrated, or tired, it is proof that you are moving forward, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. First, let's understand one thing clearly: struggle is not failure. Failure is when you stop trying. Struggle is when you keep trying, even when it's hard. Struggle is your mind and body telling you that you are learning something new. Think about it like this: when you try to lift a heavy weight at the gym, your muscles hurt. But that hurt is not a sign that you are weak. It is a sign that your muscles are growing stronger. Life works the same way. Struggle happens in every part of life. When you learn English, for example, you may understand words in your mind but cannot say them aloud. You may know the meaning of sentences, but when you try to speak, your mouth feels frozen. Or when you want to find a job, you send many applications but get no reply. You try to wake up early, but your body resists. You try to stay consistent with exercise, learning, or work, but you fail many times. These moments feel hard. They feel unfair. But they are signs that you are growing. Emotional struggle is also real. You may feel fear, self-doubt, embarrassment, or confusion. You may sit in silence, afraid to speak, because you think your words are wrong or stupid. Beginners often feel they are bad or not smart enough. But that thought is wrong. Struggle does not mean you are not good. It means you are human. It means your brain is learning. It means you are at the beginning of something important. Let me give you an example. Imagine a learner who understands English perfectly when reading or listening. But when it comes to speaking, their mind goes blank. Their heart beats fast. Silence fills the room. They feel embarrassed and want to give up. This is emotional struggle at its core. But this struggle is normal. Every speaker, every successful learner has felt this. Every story of success begins with this kind of pain. Here's the key knowledge point: the brain learns slowly. Learning a new skill is like planting a seed. You water it, care for it, but nothing appears above the soil for a long time. Then one day, you see a small green shoot. Your brain is similar. It builds new connections slowly. Mistakes, pauses, forgetfulness, and struggle are all signs that your brain is forming new paths. Without struggle, learning cannot happen. The brain does not grow without challenge. Struggle is actually the first chapter of every success story. Every great speaker, athlete, entrepreneur, or learner started from struggle. Every person who succeeded once faced moments when they wanted to give up. Every single person once felt frustrated, confused, and tired. But they did not quit. They continued. They understood that struggle was part of the process. And here is the most important thing: you are not behind. You are not failing. You are exactly where growth begins. Struggle is not the end. It is the beginning. The moment you feel frustrated, afraid, or confused is the moment you are moving forward. You are building strength, patience, and skill. Every step, no matter how small, is progress. So remember this whenever you face struggle. It is a sign of life, a sign of growth, a sign that you are learning and becoming stronger. Don't feel shame. Don't feel fear. Don't compare yourself to others. Your journey is yours, and struggle is the first chapter of your story. Today, when you feel tired of trying, when you feel embarrassed or confused, remember that this is exactly where all successful journeys start. This is proof that your brain is learning, your mind is growing, and your path to success has already begun. Struggle is not the enemy. It is the teacher. It is the doorway to everything you want. So take a deep breath. Stand tall. Keep going. You are not behind. You are exactly where growth begins. Chapter 2. Why most people quit too early. Welcome to Chapter 2. Today, we are going to talk about a mistake that almost everyone makes, often without realizing it: quitting too early. Many people give up just before the breakthrough happens. They stop before the hard work starts paying off. And the sad truth is, this is why so many dreams never come true. Let's be honest. We live in a world of fast results. Social media shows us perfect lives, perfect achievements, and perfect smiles. People post their success stories as if it happened overnight. We watch videos of someone speaking fluent English, running a marathon, or building a business, and we think, why can't I be like that already? This creates unrealistic expectations. We want instant results, instant confidence, and instant perfection. But real life is not like that. Improvement is quiet at first. Progress is small, almost invisible. When you start learning English, you may practice for days, weeks, even months, and feel like nothing is happening. You still hesitate to speak. You still make mistakes. You still forget words. And at that moment, most people quit. They stop studying. They delete the app. They say, "I am not good at this." Think about it. Someone may practice speaking English every day for 3 months. They make small mistakes, feel embarrassed, and see others speaking well on social media. They think, "I will never be as good as them." Then, just as they are about to improve, just as their brain is forming strong connections and their mouth is ready to speak naturally, they quit. And all the small effort they made goes to waste. Here is a simple example. You start waking up early to study English. The first week is hard. You feel sleepy. You make mistakes. The second week, your progress is small. The third week, you feel like it's not working, and you quit. But if you had continued just one more week, your mind would have adapted. Speaking a simple sentence would have become easier. You were so close. And quitting now stops that progress forever. This happens in every area of life: jobs, health, skills, relationships. The pattern is the same. People give up just before improvement starts. They forget that success is quiet at first and loud later. Growth happens in the background. You may not notice it day by day, but one day, suddenly, you look back and see how far you've come. That is why patience is a hidden skill, the ability to keep going when nothing seems to be happening. Now let's talk about consistency. Consistency is very simple: small effort every day. Just 5 minutes of practice. Just one sentence spoken. Just one page read. Small actions repeated over time build something big. The person who keeps going quietly will eventually succeed. The person who quits early will never see their potential. Imagine a learner who practices English daily. At first, mistakes are constant. They feel embarrassed. They compare themselves to fluent speakers online. The pain is real. But every day, their brain is learning. Every day, their connections are growing stronger. One day, they speak a sentence without thinking. Then a paragraph. Then a conversation. And suddenly, people notice their improvement. The quiet effort has turned into visible success. Here is the emotional truth. The hardest moment is often the moment before the breakthrough. The moment you feel like quitting is often the exact moment when success is about to appear. That is why so many people fail, not because they lack talent, but because they stop trying. They never meet the version of themselves that succeeds. So, if you are frustrated, tired, or feel like giving up right now, remember this: you are closer than you think. Every small effort, every small mistake, every small step is moving you forward. The discomfort you feel now is temporary. Your breakthrough is coming. It may be quiet at first, but it will be powerful. If you quit now, you will never meet the version of you that succeeds. But if you keep going, even slowly, even imperfectly, you will arrive at a place where your hard work speaks for itself. You will see your growth. You will feel your confidence. You will become the person you are meant to be. So take a deep breath. Keep practicing. Keep showing up. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't quit too early. The moment you are tempted to give up may be the moment just before your success begins. You are closer than you think. Keep going. Your future self is waiting, and that self will thank you for not quitting. Chapter 3: The Turning Point. From Struggle to Change. Welcome to Chapter 3. Today, we are going to talk about the turning point, that small, life-changing moment when struggle starts to turn into progress. Most people think success comes from a sudden miracle or big event. But in reality, the turning point is often quiet. It is a small decision you make that changes everything. A turning point is not about being perfect. It is about choosing to try, even when it's hard. It is the moment you stop blaming yourself, others, or circumstances. It is the moment you say, I may make mistakes, but I will keep learning. This simple shift in thinking is powerful. Once your mind changes, everything else begins to follow. Let me explain with an example. Imagine a person learning English. For weeks, they have struggled to speak a single sentence. They feel embarrassed. They compare themselves to fluent speakers online. They think, maybe I am not good at this. Maybe I should give up. But then, one day, they make a small decision. Today, I will speak just one sentence. That is the turning point. Not a perfect speech. Not a full conversation. Just one sentence. That small choice changes their mindset. Instead of fearing mistakes, they begin to see learning as a process. They focus on progress over perfection. They practice speaking for 5 minutes, reading one page, or writing one sentence. These small actions may feel insignificant, but repeated daily, they build something powerful, confidence. Here is the emotional part. The first small win feels incredible. They speak a sentence without fear. They understand a little more than yesterday. They realize, I can do this. That tiny moment of pride changes everything. It fuels motivation. It turns struggle into strength. That single win teaches the brain, effort matters, mistakes are normal, and progress is possible. And this is a key knowledge point. Habits build confidence slowly. Speaking one sentence every day may seem small. Reading one page may feel meaningless. But over time, these small habits create big results. Your brain adapts. Your mouth learns the words. Your mind grows comfortable with mistakes. You start to enjoy learning instead of fearing it. Mistakes stop being enemies. They become teachers. Each error shows you exactly what to improve. Every pause, hesitation, or forgotten word is a clue guiding you forward. Struggle is no longer a wall. It becomes a ladder. Every step, even small, makes you stronger. Your pain starts to transform into skill. Think about it. Every person who succeeds has had turning points. They didn't wait for miracles. They didn't start perfect. They chose to continue when giving up felt easier. They embraced the small wins, learned from mistakes, and built habits that compounded into success. Now imagine yourself. You are still in struggle. You feel tired, frustrated, and unsure. But today, you can make a small choice. Speak one sentence. Read one page. Practice 5 minutes. This is your turning point. The moment you do not quit, everything starts changing. Your confidence grows quietly. Your skills improve. Your mistakes teach you. Your struggle begins to transform into strength. Remember, progress is not always loud. At first, it is almost invisible. But just like a seed growing underground, it is working. One day, suddenly, you look back and see how far you have come. That is the power of the turning point. It starts the chain reaction. Small actions become habits. Habits build confidence. Confidence fuels progress. And before you know it, struggle turns into success. So take a deep breath. Make your small choice today. Speak one sentence. Read one page. Write one word. Do something that moves you forward. That is the moment where struggle begins to turn into change. That is your turning point. The truth is simple, you do not need to be perfect. You just need to start. One small action, done consistently, creates momentum. One small choice, made with courage, opens the door to growth. One sentence spoken, one mistake embraced, one effort repeated, that is the beginning of your journey from struggle to success. Always remember, the moment you don't quit, everything starts changing. Your first small win may feel tiny, but it is powerful. It shows you what is possible. It teaches you patience, resilience, and courage. And it proves one thing, you are capable of more than you think. Struggle is not over. Challenges will continue. Mistakes will still happen. But now, you have a choice. You can see struggle as a teacher, not an enemy. You can see mistakes as lessons, not failures. You can focus on progress, not perfection. And this is where growth truly begins. Your turning point is waiting. Make the small decision today. Start with one tiny action. Keep going. Build habits. Embrace mistakes. And slowly, step by step, your struggle will start turning into success. Chapter 4. Success is built, not found. Welcome to Chapter 4. Today, we are going to talk about something that changes everything. Success is built, not found. Many people think success comes from luck, talent, or being in the right place at the right time. But that is a myth. Real success is not a sudden gift. It is not something that drops from the sky. It is something you build step by step, day by day, through effort, patience, and belief in yourself. Let's redefine success in simple words. Success is not about money, fame, or perfect skills. True success is about growth, confidence, progress, and self-belief. It is about waking up each day and being better than you were yesterday. It is about speaking English without fear, even if your sentences are short. It is about finishing small goals, even when it feels hard. Success is about becoming someone you are proud of, someone who never stops learning, even when life is difficult. Even successful people struggle. They face doubts, fear, mistakes, and setbacks. The only difference is that they keep moving. They continue to practice, to learn, and to take small steps forward. They know that struggle is not the end. It is the path to growth. Every mistake becomes a lesson. Every difficulty becomes an opportunity. And slowly, all these small efforts build a strong foundation for lasting success. Now imagine yourself in the future. Picture a version of you who speaks English confidently. You can start conversations, express your thoughts, and understand others without fear. People listen to you. You feel proud of yourself. That future version is not magic. It is the result of small, consistent actions you take today. Each sentence you speak, each page you read, each effort you make is shaping that version of you. Here is an important knowledge point. Daily action shapes identity. Your habits are not just routines. They are the building blocks of who you become. If you practice 5 minutes of speaking every day, slowly your mind and body will start to see you as a speaker. If you read one page daily, your mind becomes a reader. If you take small steps consistently, your brain begins to identify you as someone who succeeds. This is why small daily actions matter more than big, rare efforts. It is also important to see yourself as a learner, not a failure. Many people give up because they focus on what they cannot do yet. They compare themselves to others. They feel embarrassed about mistakes. But remember what we learned in Chapter 1. Struggle is the first chapter of every success story. Every small difficulty you face now is preparing you for the future. Every mistake, pause, or challenge is turning into strength. You are not failing. You are learning. Think about it this way: success is like building a house. You do not start with a finished building. You start with bricks, one at a time. Each brick is a small action, a small habit, a small decision. Over time, the bricks stack up. Slowly, walls form. Slowly, a structure rises. If you keep laying bricks, one day you look back and see a strong house, your success. But if you stop laying bricks now, the house never grows. The choice is always yours. Here is the powerful truth: success begins when you refuse to stop. It is not about perfect skills. It is not about talent or luck. It is about refusing to quit. Every day you keep moving, every time you speak despite fear, every time you read or practice, you are building your future. You are creating your strongest story. One day, you will look back at your struggle and realize it was the foundation of everything you achieved. Imagine telling your story in the future. You will say, "I struggled, I fell, I failed, but I never gave up. And now, I can do what I once thought impossible." That story will inspire others. That story will remind you of your courage. That story will prove that every struggle was worth it. So, remember this: success is not found. It is built. It is built with effort, patience, and consistent action. It is built by learning from mistakes, by embracing small wins, and by refusing to quit. Your journey may feel slow. You may feel invisible progress. You may doubt yourself. But every single step counts. Every moment of effort is stacking bricks for your future. One day, your struggle will become your strongest story. One day, you will see that every difficult moment, every fear, and every small effort was preparing you for this success. And in that moment, you will feel proud, confident, and unstoppable. Keep building. Keep moving. Keep learning. Your success is waiting. It is being built right now, with every small choice, every small habit, every small step you take. Struggle is not the end. It is the foundation. Your future self will thank you for refusing to stop. If this video gave you hope, if it helped you see that struggle is not weakness, but the first step toward success, subscribe to this channel, because here we learn English in a simple, real, and powerful way. Like this video if you believe that small steps, practiced every day, can change your life. Every sentence you speak, every word you read, every tiny effort matters. And comment below. Share one struggle you promise you will not quit today. Take that small step, and let's grow together. Your journey is just beginning, and your future self will thank you.